at this gas station today. I just wanted to talk about what everyone knows, and this is the one place you really feel the inflation and what's going on. Good morning, Abby there, and it's good to connect with you. I want to talk about inflation and related to the gas station, the price of oil, price of gas. But what's happening here, it's all rooted in the money creation. We put up a graph on our page today, so take a look at that. It went crazy in 2020. They were creating our currency. They're doing it in all the Western governments and non-Western throughout the world. But they're creating that currency. It's diluting the value of the currency. You don't see it because all these currencies are compared to each other. But if you compare the currency, the US currency, Canadian, UK, whatever, to non-currencies, then you see the increase in value. But look at the price of the pump there. We're at 139. That's 139.9 per liter. And gold's just dropped, oil's just dropped a lot. There was less demand on oil. OPEC was increasing supply, but now oil's starting to go up. We could be up to $100 a barrel soon. Just so you know, everyone, it's very concerning. Right now we're around 72 at the West Texas index. Look at that, lowest I've seen in Edmonton's 126. Yeah, but it's going up now. But remember, at this gas pump, almost half of the price is taxation. 50% of what you're paying here is government taxation, carbon tax, other tax. Remember that. And this is the reality we're getting into with the inflation. That's only going to increase. Look at that. 139, 154, 160 right there. And what's going to happen, I just want to warn people, we talked about it on our page. There's so much debt that's been accumulated in these governments. Right now they're desperate, because I know in Canada, the Revenue Canada is looking at everyone's taxation to try and squeeze whatever penny they can get out of people on the ground. But this is only going to increase. Eventually they're going to have to increase interest rates. And when they do, the debt service payments are going to go up. That means less government service and or increased taxation, hidden, visible. There'll be a lot of consumer taxation coming. Consumption taxation. Hidden. It's going to be hidden. They're going to claim more carbon-related taxation to justify it. But this is reality. It's going to get tough. And what's happened here, just so I think everyone knows, but we need to have a discussion about it. They've been kicking the can along the road for decades now, and they've been printing our currency, creating our currency to make up for things. These governments are completely financially irresponsible, and this is what's happening. But I wish things would get better, but I think they're going to get worse, everyone. So be careful with your money. Don't get caught up in this consumerism. Protect your family. Protect your own personal interests. Be fiscally responsible. The government definitely is not. Absolutely. Yeah, but this is coming. I'm seeing it, Abby. I see it in the markets and what's going on. And we have an obligation to let people know what we're seeing. But this is going to hurt everyone. This is just the beginning. If I do this video in 6 months, that price could be $2 a liter. Trust me. This oil could take off. Right now, it went down, but it's starting to go back up. It was this Omicron fear, OPEC. Some of the draw wasn't the same, but expected to increase. And there's so much taxation in oil as well on the pump. At least almost 50% of what you pay at the pump is taxation from government. They're killing people. They're killing their finances. They're desperate. So be very careful. But we'll check in soon. But think about this. Leave your questions, comments. But this is the reality of what's coming. I'm going to add one other note. I did put it in with the graph today that this may be a precursor for the Great Reset that's coming. They want to hurt people, make them desperate, so they can get this financial reset, social reset, global reset going. And what it's going to do, the scary thing is the digital currency, central bank digital currencies, they will know everything you're spending your money on. Lori, this is very scary what's coming, the digital currency. So watch out for that. This isn't made up stuff. So leave your comments. Yeah, Jason, it's very scary what's going on. But this inflation is persistent now. When the central bank first came out, Powell, Fed Chair Powell was saying it's transitory. And just recently, as last week, he said, forget about transitory. Don't even use it now. He's totally switched his tune because the number CPI is coming out on the 10th of this month. So keep an eye. We will do a post on it. On December 10th, the new CPI numbers are coming out. We're expecting them to increase. Last month it was at 6.2%, and those are underflated of what's really happening with consumer prices and goods. So it's pretty scary stuff. But please be careful, and there's different strategies you can do to protect your wealth. I'm not going to advise you on that, but there's different things you can do. Precious metals is one avenue. They're safe haven assets, so that's something everyone needs to consider. And I know there was recently a couple of big banks, the Bank of Singapore, and there was another one last week that just loaded up on gold bullion. They bought physical gold, Lori, last week. I got a report on that. So they're worried. Some of these central banks are starting to load up on it. But this is a reality. You watch the fake media, you listen to the government, everything is all great, and there's no issues. But this is reality on the ground. The pump does not lie. The prices at the pump. So we'll do a follow-up. We're going to watch this inflation grow, and then we'll do a follow-up on it. It's already getting too tough to get. Yeah, Lori. And oil just dropped. It had a massive drop recently over the last 2 weeks. It dropped nearly 20%, and now it's starting to tick up again. I figure, by the first quarter next year, we could be over $100 a barrel, and that's going to be pretty hard on everyone. And remember, half of that is taxation, so it's a real cash grab from these governments who are supposed to represent the people, but they're actually hurting them. You see how their policies hurt everyday people. The cost of everything with all the taxation. So it's all connected. We got to connect the dots. But this isn't how our society should run. But I want to wish everyone a good day. We'll be in touch with this further. Please leave your questions and comments.